For years, I thought what we saw was a little too strange for me to even explain properly. A couple years ago, I saw this translucent purple stingray looking object just flying above my head. This thing was low, it was quiet, just flapping its wings like it was swimming in the ocean. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. The crazy thing about it is that I wasn't alone. There was three other witnesses with me that saw the same exact thing. Then I found other people describing the same exact thing that we saw. So I went down this rabbit hole of trying to figure out if there's anybody else that might have experienced the same thing that we experienced. And it turns out there's four other stories out there that validate everything that we've seen, almost to the T. And I couldn't believe it. But before I get into those other stories, let me tell you exactly what happened to me. So right now, I'm actually sitting in the exact area where it happened. The night that it happened, it was probably around 10 o'clock p.m. It was also on a summer night. It was me, it was my wife, it was my daughter, and my daughter's friend. We were all sitting beside each other on this patio right here. There's a giant wall behind me that we used as a projector. So our backs were against the wall and we were watching a movie. Out of nowhere, we just see this thing fly above the wall and it just starts floating above our heads. We all just look up, everybody's silent, and we're just watching the thing pass by. We're all just breaking our necks. We're turning, we're looking, and then out of nowhere, the thing just vanishes into like a vapor, like smoke. But it kind of looked like it imploded within itself, and then it was gone. And obviously, we all looked at each other like, "Oh, did you see that?" None of us explained what we saw to each other. We kind of all said it at the same exact time, so none of us was tripping out or bugging. Like, we really all seen this thing. So what initially caught my attention was this thing was purple, but it wasn't a bright purple. It was kind of like it blended in with the sky, but it wasn't in the sky. It was no more than 10 feet above us. Translucent. It had wings and a tail. It had a light inside of it. And when I initially seen it, I didn't have any thoughts in my mind of what it could be. It was obviously, from what I seen, and I mean no exaggeration, this thing looked exactly like a manta ray. This thing had wings and a tail, and it was literally swimming through the air like the wings were flapping. And it's not like it flapped its wings like a bird. It was more like it rippled, swimming through the ocean. And it had a tail. Anybody could say it was a bag. Anybody could say it was maybe cloud weather. No, this thing was swimming in midair. Weird. And everybody said the same exact thing. After the thing passed us, then it just disappeared. It didn't just fly away. This thing just vanished in thin air. We all just blurted out like, "Yo, what the hell was that? Did you see that?" Wild stuff. This thing was purple in color. It was translucent, but it had like a very, very faint light inside the body. Like there was something illuminating on the inside, but it wasn't bright. Kind of like a night light within its body. You know, if you ever put a flashlight to your thumb and you can see the outside shape of your thumb, but the inside has that light, just like that. It's hard to say how big it was, but I would say it probably was the size of a small car, like a regular sedan, four-door car. Now, I do want to make this clear. I'm not saying that I saw a manta ray floating through the sky. Whatever we saw, that's exactly what it looked like. I want to revisit the fact that this thing vanished in thin air like smoke. But you know how smoke would dissipate outwards? Nah, this was inwards. Like it went, the smoke went whoop, and it didn't leave no smoke or vapor behind. It just disappeared as if it got swallowed up. And I'm not even going to sit here and entertain the idea that it was a bird or a drone or anything other than that. No, I cannot be convinced otherwise because this has been a few years already and I've been sitting on this for so long. I cannot think of anything else that it could have been other than what I saw, the movements that it made. If you want to go look up the National Geographics and see how a stingray moves, then you can get an idea. The way that thing swims in the ocean is the same exact way that thing flew through the sky. So when I decided to go down that rabbit hole, I'm going to be honest with you, I did not expect to find anything close to what we saw. I was shocked to find out that these reports that I read, each one touched on almost everything that I saw. Translucent, purple, down to the way it moved, flapped its wings through the sky, down to the light in the body, the wings, the tail, everything. I'm going to show you guys those reports. As much as I want to read it to you guys, I'm not going to have you guys sit there and listen to me read for 10 minutes. So for your convenience, links are in the description. Just to know that there's some kind of physical being out there that can camouflage into the sky like that is wild. We have not seen anything that this world has got to offer. If there's anybody out there that's watching this video that might have witnessed the same thing, you gotta let me know. There's no way there's only 4 of us that witnessed this thing. I still don't know what it was or what flew over us. I'm only telling you what I saw.